Hi everybody, this is Daniel Blankenship, and I'm going to be teaching a little bit about arrays today. So the language we're going to be working in is JavaScript, and I've created a little dummy page. You can see it says tutorial. This is a tutorial page. So I'm not going to teach everything there is to know about arrays, but I want to start with the fundamentals and then point you in the right direction so that you can have a good idea of where to go to find out more. So you'll see here at the top of the page that I created a function called printArray. This is important to know because we're going to be using this throughout the tutorial to print the contents. So as you go through the code, you'll notice that I've got comments here. So as you follow each comment, you'll see different ways to manipulate, add to, remove from arrays. So I'm going to start at the very top here. Var r equals new array, and then var r equals square brackets. This is just two ways to instantiate an array. Both serve the same purpose. One is shorter. I prefer this method, but you are more than welcome to use that one as well. You'll see down here that you can instantiate an array with data. So you can add things and pass them in as you create it, all on the same line. You can access elements of an array. So as you see here, we've got R4, which is created here. I want to get the first element, and it's 0 index based, so you got to remember that. So 0 will actually get your first element, then 1 will get your second, 2 will get your third, etc. And it just keeps going up from there. If I want to iterate over the contents of an array, then I'm going to pass my array into this trusty function, which I've got all cooked up for you. printArray takes an array as an argument. Then I'm going to use a for loop to iterate over every single element in that array. So I'm going to start at 0 since we're 0 based in the array. And then I'm going to go for as long as the length of the array is, I'm going to print out everything in it. And that's what that does there. You can add values to an array. Down here, you see that I'm using the push function. So I'm pushing the value 6, and then I push the value of a string Bob. So that also illustrates that you can use different data types within the same array, and JavaScript is flexible like that. Push shows you here that there are built-in functions to an array. So an array has a library of functions already built into it to use, so it makes it very simple. The last example is removing the last value of an array. So if you want to pop the last value off, you just call .pop, parentheses like that, and then we print it again. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to run this, and then we see the results. So as you go through here, we see I'm accessing the elements manually. So as we print out array 4, 0, 1, 2, we get 1, 2, 3. Then if we iterate over with a for loop, we get the same results. We add the value 6 and then Bob, and so you see 6 and Bob here. And then if we remove the last value, we pop Bob off the end of the array. We just have 1, 2, 3, 6. So the last thing I want to show for arrays is that if you just go to W3 Schools at this link right here, you've got everything you need to know about arrays as far as what are the built-in functions. So you've got concat, which joins 2 or more arrays. You've got join, which can join all elements of an array into a string, kind of like a toString method. And then they've actually got a toString method, returns the result, kind of like a synonym for the other one. And then it has push, pop, everything you need. So if you've been used to developing in C or C++ or some lower level languages, you'll be surprised at how easy it is to work with arrays in JavaScript. So that's all I've got. I'm going to link to this example code in the description, as well as a link to this reference page, which I referenced myself. Thank you very much.